some trouble I just might wanna get into. Pull up and up and so, girl, you know I don't do it so. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya. Lines and tequila, can't forget the reefer. Always call my phone, but say nothing when I see ya.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. You've made it to the weekend. Welcome to the Betting News Network. This is the All Sauce team. What's up, Humble? First time tuning in. It's not going to be the last. I fucking promise you. Excited to have you with us. Thanks for stopping by. That's Vsauce. That's Jess Sook. My name's Sweatpants Jesus. Stoked to have you guys here to talk all about this beautiful NBA Cup slate we got in front of us tonight. Boys, happy Friday. We'll just go ahead and get this out of the way. It's happy hour. Chin chin. Vibes are high. Welcome to the show. How we living?
What the hell is that, V? It's purple.
Yeah, that's purple drink. No, I'm just kidding. It's just my chase, you know. I like to have some colorful monsters on stream. It adds to the aesthetic. In my head, at least, it does.
Are you okay? Oh, and now he froze. Perfect timing.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry, you're fine.
Yeah, brother, come on now.
Come on.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to talk all about the NBA tonight with you guys, but excited to have you with us to finish off the week. It's been a hell of a week. Lots been going on. Lots of things happened. Yeah, let's get saucy. Austin knows the vibes.
I might during this stream right now, honestly.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We might have Chef T joining us in a little while to talk through this beautiful NBA slate. 2 hours with you guys before everything gets kicked off tonight. 9 games to talk about. We're going to go through every single game. We're going to give you the moves across all of them. We've got a bunch of plays. We've all got bets that we've already kind of talked about. We've got sides. We've got lots of props. We're going to get into each and every single game to give you guys the vibes. Play Saucenheimer. But we're going to start things off, boys. We're going to get into it with the kind of the first couple weeks of the season. And we're going to talk about what has been the biggest surprise for the starting of the season. There's been a lot of crazy performances. There's been a lot of teams that have been overperforming, some teams that have not been doing shit. So, chat, let us know what you guys think in the NBA to start off the season. What's been your biggest surprise, whether it's a player, whether it's a team, whether it's just the overall league itself? I'll kick us off just to kind of get the vibes moving on what you guys think is the biggest surprise to start the season, or what I think the biggest surprise to start the season is. I think that this might be the craziest start to an MVP race that we've seen to start off the season. You have 4 bona fide, 3.5. Luka didn't do himself any favors the other night with that Thunder performance, but 4 bona fide guys that you can make legitimate arguments for as we sit here right now, 2.5 weeks, about a month into the season at this point. That you can make an argument for Jokic, you can make an argument for SGA, you can make an argument for Giannis, and you can make kind of an argument for Luka. I think that this might be the closest race that we're going to have since in recent history. The last couple of years, it's either come down to 2/3 guys. I feel like there's going to be a 4-headed race the whole season, and all 4 of these guys so far have started off at historic paces. That's been the biggest surprise to me to start off the year, at how incredible the basketball has been from those 4 guys especially, and also some of the other guys that are kind of nipping at their heels in the conversation. But that to me has been the craziest surprise to start the season. What do you guys think?
I think, honestly, exactly what you said. I think you're right. This has been one of the most insane. We just saw 50. Was it 55? Did he finish with Jokic the other night? We're seeing crazy performance, and not to be outdone, but Lauri Markkanen also had quite the game last night too, kind of overshadowed by Jokic's 55 piece. But I don't know, everywhere across the board, we're just seeing crazy performances. Luka's had some huge games already. He's averaging well over 30 points per game. Austin Reeves is another guy who was, before their last game, averaging 30 points per game. It's just been such good basketball from such of these like big name players too. Giannis has been going absolutely bonkers. He has the Bucks out to a pretty good start. Sook, what do you think?
Yeah, I want to see more of this. I want to see someone huck up 40 field goals again, like they're Kobe. Like, honestly, that's fun basketball. Detroit isn't my biggest surprise, because all 3 of us up here, we've always liked them. We thought Cade was good. We thought Jalen Duren was good. We also like Ron Holland, but they're sitting at the top of the division, top of the conference, actually 10-2 with a plus 5.7 differential, which is very good, boys. They're going to seem like they're going to stay top 4 because that defense seems legitimate.
Yeah.
I kind of agree, Suk. And like if we're just talking about teams that have surprised us, I know you're not as surprised by this, but I am. The Phoenix Suns. The
Oh,
Suns are
that's my
8-5
surprise,
this
Z.
year. They really
Mhm.
dismantled last night. I can't remember who it was that they played, but they've just been playing so well. Dylan Brooks came in. He had 15 points in the first half.
Mhm.
Devin Booker with 33 points last night. And the team's playing well. They're playing under a coach that kind of seems to understand the team really well. And one game of Jalen Green, we saw what he was capable of doing in this offense. Unfortunately, he's hurt again. But they got to be my biggest surprise. Like I didn't even think they would have, let alone 8 wins by now, but tracking to have 10 wins through the first month and a half.
Very good at home. So me and V actually have the same biggest surprise because I cheated a little bit to say that the Suns are my biggest surprise because I thought Jalen Green was going to have a big part of this team being good. He's been out. He's not been part of this, but Dylan Brooks and Ted Cruz have been fantastic for this team.
Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz. Do you want? Is that your surprise? Are you kind of piggybacking off of B and going with the Suns?
Yeah, I cheated a little bit because I thought Jalen Green would be part of this. So it's the Suns for me.
So since you were trying to cheat, talk about the Bulls because they've been a huge surprise, I think, across the board. Talk about what they've been doing.
They've been good, but now they've lost 4 straight. I think they've kind of gotten figured out. They're not that deep. They've also been dealing with a little bit of injuries, but like Josh Giddey is it, right? SPJ, like come on now. Like Homeboy's doing everything he needs to do. Vucevic is for real. I think this is just a little bit of a stumble for the Bulls, but I also do think that the Bulls are going to be a good team.
I just want to say this respectfully to Chandler Parsons and anybody that covers the NBA outside of our show. If you are going out and spewing that there are certain players as we sit here right now that don't deserve to be an all-star because they are A, not from the United States, B, nobody knows their name, and C, they're not going to fill seats, respectfully, you can just go all the way and fuck off. Because the all-star game and being an all-star in the NBA and any league really is about who is playing the best basketball and who deserves to be a part of that. These guys get incentives on their contracts for this. This is not just a popularity contest anymore. So the fact that you even lace that into your conversation, Josh Giddey is playing the best basketball of his professional career. He's 23 years old. The NBA is trying to grow internationally. Newsflash, Chandler Parsons, internationally means across the globe, like everywhere in the world, not just North America. There's multiple Australian players in the NBA. We've talked about this a bunch. There's a large, I would say at this point that 25% of NBA teams maybe 33% have a Australian player because of the growth of the NBA over the last 10 years internationally. So that argument is whack because Giddey's been awesome. Everybody's moved past whatever happened with him legally because that is now behind. That situation has been dealt with and is done now. And we've moved past that. This guy's playing fantastic basketball. He's a young player that you can build upon. And I just think that it's one of those situations where to have a take like that goes viral on the timeline because you just don't watch ball is just egregious for somebody that used to play in the NBA.
Especially from Australia, where like they have a growing domestic league. LaMelo Ball played there before he was drafted. This is not some like random country. This is a country that loves basketball. So to say this is hilarious.
Realistically, what the fuck does Chandler Parsons know about being a fucking all-star or ever playing
zero-time
all-star?
I mean?
So fuck out of here with that nonsense. But like,
made a shitload of money though.
I mean, yeah. Like
Sure.
if we're talking about like swindlers, we can talk about Chandler Parsons. But if we're talking about like all-stars, we're not talking about Chandler Parsons, man. Like Giddey's been fantastic. And forget about all that nonsense. Let's just take a second and answer my question. I know that Caruso was fantastic in the finals for the Thunder. I know Caruso was fantastic for the Thunder last year, right? No hate to him. But if Josh Giddey develops into the same player on that OKC team, what the fuck does that OKC team look like? Because I think they still would have won a championship last year if you replace Giddey with Caruso.
No, for sure. But Sook and I talked about this, I think, the day that you weren't here, that this was a win-win trade for all parties involved because Josh Giddey would not be doing these types of things in Oklahoma City because SGA is too ball dominant of a player. You can't have both those guys on the court at the same time together. It just doesn't work. So he needed to be the ball dominant player. He needed to be in a system where he could be the guy carrying the ball up the court, up and down the court consistently. And then the Thunder decided we want the MVP SGA to do that. So like, yeah, I get your sentiment. They probably would have. And I mean, boys, we could talk about the Thunder at nauseum because they're probably going to have 2 top 10, possibly a number 1 overall pick next year because of the embarrassment of riches that they have that Sam Presti somehow, speaking of Spence, swindling the entire NBA.
I'm so tired of them.
Like they could go win another championship, possibly, maybe win 75 games and beat the amount of regular season games that the Warriors won that season, and still have a 2 top 10 picks because they have the Jazz's first round pick and they also have the Clippers first round pick, which are top 10 picks as we sit here right now.
You know,
So,
we need.
Go.
Does that freeze? Oh, there we go. But you know, we need a diehard Thunder fan in chat to sit here and just go crazy every time they win and go crazy on this run. Because looks the
I'll
closest
be that guy.
Respect to our friend KD, man. KD's a Thunder fan.
Yeah,
he's
just be in chat here, just strutting his shit a little more.
Huge Thunder fan. Met him obviously in person the last 2 years at our meetups, and he's a massive Thunder fan. So he's living large right now. But we don't have time to go deep into that. We got games to talk about tonight. But I mean, I get your sentiment, and I think they would have. But I think that both teams won that trade, and I think that both teams would do that trade again. And now we're going to get to see the development of Josh Giddey and also the development of the Thunder even further because of that trade.
Which is true, because the development of so many other players like Jalen Williams and everybody else kind of comes with
AJ Mitchell.
Yeah.
AJ Mitchell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and they always talk about not being able to replicate live game reps. And if you're not doing that, like Josh Giddey has been doing as a featured player the last few years, I guess now, like, does he even develop to that point? If you have, this is what me and SPJ talked about. If you have him playing the Lou Dort, standing in the corner and playing defense, does he actually like grow that dog inside of him and he starts like barking in Chicago? Does that happen?
No.
Yeah.
No. It's also young. You got another young guy, Denny Advia, who got shipped to different teams. That's now playing the best basketball of his career. Shout out Denny. We'll talk about him a little later. And who's also 24, who's a young player. You got these guys that come into the league, and I mean, we've got an incredible rookie class. Shout out Claude Kalkbrenner, who got brought up in chat. I mean, Con Knipple, we'll talk about him in a little bit. Ace Bailey now is hooping for the Jazz. VJ Edgecombe has been hooping for the Sixers. I mean, you got a lot of young talent in the league. These kids are 18 years old. They might have a good couple of seasons. Yeah, I know. Hey, I will give myself. I'll toot my own horn here. I was the first Denny stan of all the Denny stans. You guys know that to be true. And chat, the OG chat knows that I was the first person on the Denny train, and now everybody's on the Denny train.
If you're in Washington, you got to be sick right now, though. Like you got to be absolutely fucking sick. I know you have some good pieces, and Sar's been good, but if Denny turns into not Luka, but a Luka prototype with the way the PRA have been smashing, I'm just saying that's a once in a 10 years type of player. Not once in a generation, but once in a 10 years type of, I don't know.
It's just insane. The NBA is incredible right now, and we've got a bunch of games we can talk about tonight. The NBA Cup. You guys want to talk any more surprises, or should we jump into these games?
Let's jump in.
Okay. I'll mention to you guys, we are doing a giveaway today, chat. So if you are watching us on YouTube or if you're watching us on X, you guys are awesome. Thanks for tuning in. However, if you want to enter to win the giveaway from our man Sauce team, because he picked out the fading of the Knicks, which made him so happy, and they Magic beat the other night, and they smacked the money line, you guys will be entered to win a Sauce Team beanie. So come and hang out with us on Twitch, twitch.tv/betting news. And we will do that at the end of the show, the Duckies. But stick around. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do the Saucenheimer. We're going to cook the entire slate leg, go through every game, and then we're going to cook a parlay at the end to get you guys out of here and enjoy your weekend.
In chat, the slate leg came very close last time. Like we were like right
close.
there. We were a 46 piece from Steph Curry away from fucking winning, and in a game in which Wemby and Castle both had triple doubles.
Oh, we'll talk about that because they're playing each other again.
They're going. That's the last game of the night. We're going to talk about that game once again. Let's just tee up the NBA Cup real quick. I forgot to actually load this graphic, so let me do that real fast. What we have tonight is the NBA Cup, and it's game 2/game 3 for a lot of teams. So there's teams that have played 2 games. There's teams that have played singular cup game. There's teams that have played 2 games, and it will depend upon what happens today, Where the hell is this graphic that I made? I can't find it. I might have thrown it away. Damn.
Shambles today, boys.
I worked so hard to make this cool graphic to show how much all the different sides of the Western and Eastern Conference. But anyway, now I'm. You guys fill the time for a second. You guys get to sit in shambles for a minute while I try to figure out where the hell.
Oh, hey, now.
This isn't shambles at all. That was great.
Yeah.
We turned on perv mode right at the same time. Right at the same time.
Dude, he's like, fill the time. What are you filling out here, man?
I found it. There we go. Okay.
We found it so quick. So quick.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, there's the NBA Cup standings. There's the Western and the Eastern Conference.
Focus.
All right. There's the West, there's the East. As you can see, the point differentials on the side. We'll reference this a few times as we go through the slate because as we've talked about, the point differential does matter in these cup games. That's why we're seeing some higher totals across the board. Anything stand out to you guys looking at these standings before we jump in?
Actually, a few things stood out to me. If I could just pick you guys' brain here for a second. You'll have the Bucks and the Heat here, both 1-0, both have matchups here today. Bucks obviously taking on the Hornets. Hornets in need of a win. And then you've got the Heat also looking really good this year with their offense, but they're a 6.5-point dog. That division is kind of tight. And the thing that stands out to me is there's a few teams here that have one win, like the Lakers on the other side. The Lakers, Clippers, and Grizzlies all have one win in that division. Lakers could also move ahead with a win against the Pelicans here. There's just so much going on, and the point totals and the point differential is what excites me the most. Sook, do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it's going to be a mess today. Like, just because of the point totals, because you bring that up, V, and you're asking about that, like New York and the Heat. So if they're they're in Group C, both teams. Miami's 1-0 with a plus 18 point differential, and the Knicks are 0-1 with a minus 10. Both of these teams are going to try to run up the score on each other. You got to look at all of these angles. So it's very interesting today. And I'm incredibly excited for today. Like, even with Portland playing the Rockets, they have a +2 differential there. And the Rockets are a better team in the overall standings of the NBA. But for the NBA Cup, Portland is going to come out all the way to try to just eliminate the Rockets from contention in the West C. If they can cover that 7.5, that's actually one of my plays for today. We'll talk about it later.
The same thing you just said, so sorry to interrupt you, SPJ, is with the Knicks here. The Knicks and the Pistons game. Not the Knicks, the Knicks and the Heat. The Heat have a chance here to go up not only 2-0, but to put the Knicks down 0-2 with Jalen Brunson also out of the lineup. This is a huge game, giving them a win here in just tournament play. And also, like you just spoiled it, I'm also on the Heat for that exact same reason here in the Eastern Conference. But again, we'll talk about that when we get to the game.
On both of those games, just to mention, the Heat and the Knicks, the Heat are one of the fastest teams in the NBA, so they've been playing at an incredible clip, which we've talked about a lot on the show. The Knicks, however, are one of the best defensive teams, and their home record has been killing it. However, that total is 240.5 because of what you guys just talked about. The same thing on the other game you guys mentioned, which is, great softballs. The Rockets and the Blazers. The Rockets are one of the best defensive teams in the entire NBA. The Blazers are top 5 in a lot of statistical categories defensively as well. That's another 236.5 point total. That just goes to show you the importance of the aforementioned point differential that you just talked about, which we're going to talk about a lot throughout the rest of the show. Yeah. Let's do Sossenheimer real quick. One of our favorite games. And then let's jump into each individual game. Sossenheimer, chat. Who you taking? Who's dropping a 30-piece tonight? Luca's not on here because his is like minus 250, which is nasty. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Make it quick, boys, because we got a lot of games to get to. Sauce Man, who you taking? Who's getting saucy tonight?
Real quick, I'm going to talk about him later, so I'll save you the pitch, but Franz Wagner plus 240 for 30-plus feels great.
Suck?
Yeah, mine's kind of funny. Last week I didn't bet it, and I took Giddey, and he had 30. I'm looking at LaMelo Ball here. Everyone's kind of laughing at him, putting out all those graphics about why the Timberwolves didn't draft him and didn't consider him actually at all when they wanted to take Anthony Edwards, because when they did, do you guys know about this actually?
Yeah, he said he wanted to be president.
Yeah, he said when they asked him when his basketball career ends, what would he like to do? And he said he'd like to be president of the United States. Very out-of-pocket comment. I think LaMelo's a funny guy, and I think he'll have a nice response tonight. I think I am going to actually get to the window and sprinkle that plus 400 for LaMelo.
I like it. I'll say Alpi, just because he's cooked the Blazers before, due for a 30-piece plus 475. But honorary mention, the intern knows ball. Denny, baby, 265. Where's the towel? I need it today. No.
And chat, I will
Also,
say
shout
the
out
last time-
Shade and Sharp back-to-back 30 pieces as well.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
looking like a legit duo.
I was going to bring that up as a surprise, but we all kind of knew that was going to happen. So shout out us for that.
Yeah, we're not surprised. I mean, you have the MIP ticket for one. I have the MIP ticket for the other guy. And Vsauce just loves Portland as well. He loves how
And
pesky they are.
Drew Holiday, boys. Drew Holiday's been playing fantastic, playing way more minutes than people expected to. You gotta love it. And chat, just real quick. Last time we all picked 3 guys, none of us bet them, but all 3 of them smacked. So if you wanted to go put a little auto out there, 30, 30, 30, I mean,
Maybe we
30.
should actually fucking bet.
it's 3 by 30.
30
Call
for
it the 3
30
by
at
30.
30. 30 for 30 at 30. Trey Murphy looks nice too on that terrible Pelicans team. Do you guys think that Trey Murphy gets moved before the deadline if he keeps playing like this to a contender?
I mean, if you're not trading Zion, why are you trading Trey Murphy? Like, you have to either commit to the rebuild or you have to stick it out.
Trey's contract is very digestible
in comparison.
Yeah,
also, a better defensive player, better longevity, can score.
It's just if you do that, what's the plan? What's the plan? But anyway,
these guys didn't fucking forget as Boston's fans. They know. But yes, the overall public, yes, have forgotten for sure.
Portland absolutely fucks, man.
This is for you, Suck, right here.
Dude, I dislike a man that can all of a sudden show up and like we're just like we're supposed to be impressed that you're in shape.
Okay,
Congratulations.
Don't hurt
Yeah.
me.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? It's not Drury Lane. It's fucking New Orleans.
Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Oh, my God.
I love how much you reference Shrek. It makes me so happy.
When I get really hammered, I can do that whole scene like back to front with Farquaad and the little gingerbread dude. I'll do that one day for you guys. Yeah. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. Yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. All right, let's get into these games. Magic taking on the Nets. 14.5 point. 14 flat, pretty much. Over-unders to 224. Chat, we're going to help us out here. We're going to pick a play in every single game. We're going to give you our plays. We're going to do the slate lay, which hasn't hit, but it's gotten very close. So let's see how we do today. Is it the Magic by 1 million? Do the Nets keep this game close? Sauceman, I know you got a couple plays in this one. I got something too. What do you like in this game?
Honestly, the 14-point spread, it feels gross even with Paolo out, but I'm just going to the second guy here. I'm going to Franz Wagner over 24.5 points, minus 120. It's not the most value or anything like that. I know minus 120 might not be the best, but this is a guy who has been fantastic with Franz out of the lineup.
Paolo out of the lineup?
It's not that he's seen a whole bunch, but he's seen the most usage of his career this year. Sorry, what did I say? Holy, too much tequila before the show.
The other guy.
I blame Suk. But Franz has been fantastic this year. He's shooting 36% from 3, which is a career high. He's seen the most usage of his career. And the thing is, too, is even with Desmond Bane, he's taken a little bit of a back seat, but his efficiency hasn't really gone down. Now with Paolo out of the lineup, this is going to be the number one option on this offense. And add to that, he's had some really big games against this Nets team. He has 29 points in 2 of his last 3 games against this team. It's just a team that's not playing defense. They rank bottom 5 in all defensive categories, 2-point percentage allowed. And look, you said this the other day. What are we going to do when Franz is playing against a bottom 5 3-point defense? Right? We're going to take his threes. It's sitting at minus 102. You can dabble with that. I took the points just because his volume sometimes varies and he does get to the line at a high frequency. But I'm just taking Franz. I think he's in a great spot for 25.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to stick with his partner in crime, his Robin. I guess you can call Franz Batman in this situation. Yeah, there's a reason. I'm going Desmond Bane. Over 10.5 rebounds and assists RA for Bane. Hitting 3 of the last 4 games, 8 and 6 in the last game, but no Paolo in the lineup, obviously. 8 and 4 last time he played against the Nets. That was obviously with the Grizzlies, so a lot of those stats don't really matter. He's just getting more and more comfortable with this team. I think a lot of those assists could be to Franz, like you just mentioned. This is one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA right now, 30th in assists allowed. I'm going to ride the hot hand here. 10.5 RA for Desmond Bang. Minus 1
Let's
point.
go. The bicep man himself.
Old T-Rex arms.
Mhm.
Literally, bicep man.
I gotta play in this one as well. I'm going Nick Claxton, his PRA hitting 6 of 7. I just think that the Bucks haven't adjusted his line yet. He's absolutely come out and shown that he has a new layer to his game with the assists and with this team on the Nets. He is the longest tenured guy. He is the vet out there, which is weird to say for a 26-year-old, but he's been on this team for 7 years, boys. So I keep playing this line, and I'm gonna continue to play it as long as it stays around this number.
Just keep smacking, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out, chat. Igor Demon has been good for this team. The guy who has the BYU product has come in and has finally looked kind of settled in now. His threes is interesting, like somebody mentioned in the chat. 2+ in 3 straight games, 4 in the last one against the Raptors. The Magic are a little better defensively than most other teams, but they're still Suggs is back also, so maybe that does factor in here. But I mean, the Nets got to do something.
Like I would say, that, the Magic have regressed a little bit defensively, but I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they're playing at a higher pace more than it is they're giving up a higher percentage of like shots.
Mm-hmm.
They still have good defenders in Desmond Bane and Jalen Suggs and all these kinds of guys. I think it's going to be one of those spots where Igor Dimon's been very good. He's been shooting the ball very well, and a lot of guys are out of the lineup. But this Magic team still has some very defensive-minded guards on the perimeter,
especially with Suggs. Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you guys want to take in this game?
Ooh, Franz 2-3.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put Franz in the saucy, so we could do Franz
2 threes or just the points. I don't mind the points either.
Points at 25. It's a little juice, but it's not too bad. It's like minus 120.
Good for the slate lay. Works. Let's go. If you're watching us at work, drop a dub in the chat, because you guys know that we're entertaining you while you finish off your workday. Big ups. Also, there's 3,699 people watching us right now. 69.
We'll throw your coworkers some winners too.
See goats in the chat. If you're off work and you're doing some frivolity, drop a dub too, because we appreciate everybody tuning in. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's go to the next game. This one you guys talked about that you all have some thoughts on. I got thoughts on this one too. Should be a good one. In the Garden, the Knicks taking on those Miami Heat. Crazy total, 240.5 point total here. 6.5 point favorites are the Knicks. No Jalen Brunson tonight, as he has tweaked that ankle. Apparently, Davion Mitchell, though, thinks it might not matter. The Knicks are just as good, if not better, with Jalen Brunson out of the lineup. As you guys know, if you saw that floating around the timeline, shout out V for sending us that. I know you have some thoughts. I got to play in this game too. What are we thinking on what's going to go down in the Garden tonight?
Just what you said, SPJ. They're 11-6 last season without Jalen Brunson in the lineup. They won games. They put up a good amount of points too in those games. And it's a little bit surprising when you take a guy and you remove almost 30 points per game. I know he wasn't averaging 30 last year, but that's what he's capable of on most nights. But this is a team that hasn't been good on the perimeter. This is a team that has not done a good job defensively. And I think they've regressed a little bit with Mike Brown. It's why I'm looking at the other side here. I got 2 plays in this game before I let you guys go. Let's just start it off with Miami plus 6.5. This is a Miami Heat team that is playing at the highest pace I think they've ever played under Eric Spoelstra. This is a Miami Heat team without their top 2 stars in Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. And somehow they're still 7-5. Somehow they have the number 1 ranked offense, averaging 124.8 points per game. They're shooting well from beyond the arc. And this is a team full of a few dogs. Now, without going too much in depth, this is the NBA Cup, boys. What's on the line here? Cash, right? Cash prizes and about $500,000 if you get all the way to the end. But if you do get all the way to the end, it's a significant pay increase. The guys on this Heat team, if you look in past Wiggs and you look past Norm, those guys are making 28 and 20 million. There are starters on this team making $4 million this year, $5 million this year. Pelle Larsson is making $1.9 million, and he has started a majority of Miami Heat games this year. On the other side, you have 30 million, 50 million, 40 million. I'm just saying, sometimes the hungry dog runs faster, and this Miami team feels like a bunch of hungry dogs. So give me the plus 6.5. And then not much of a pitch here, over 22.5. Norm's been fantastic. He's averaging 24 points per game. He's shooting 46% from 3. I just love everything to do with Norm. High pace, bad defense, bad perimeter. Give me Norm and the Heat.
Already had 29 against them earlier this season too.
Mhm.
So good game. He has. We didn't talk about this in biggest surprises. They were kind of an honorary mention for me. How good the Heat have been. We were kind of expecting
Mhm.
this team to maybe regress this year. Their offensive pace, the lack of hero, and they've been awesome.
Yep.
Really fun to watch and fun to bet on. I don't have a huge sell job on this. This is more just from the plums. I know Chef likes this too. Talked about this earlier. Jaime Jaquez over 11 and a half rebounds and assists. Didn't hit it in his last game after everybody was kind of on the Jaime train after kind of flirting with triple doubles over the last 4 or 5 games. I think he kind of rounds back into form here. 5-5 in the game against the Knicks earlier this season. He's had great success, though, against the Knicks in the past. So I think the 11.5 RA feels very comfortable. The PRA works fine if you want to go roping in the points at 26.5. He did score 17 points when he played against them earlier this year as well. So I like Jaime here. I like the Heat. I'm with you, and I really like Norm. I like that spot too. I almost bet that as well.
Yeah. Sook, any thoughts on the Heat?
Yeah, I got plenty of thoughts. I do think that Wiggins has an opportunity to play very well tonight. He's been good for the Heat quietly after being the first overall pick. The Maple Mamba has carved out a solid career. The threes looks good, but the PRA has hit in 4 or 5. Not an official play for me, but I do think Andrew Wiggins is going to be excited to play in MSG tonight. I actually did check on this. He hasn't played there since 2021. So for a long tenured player, he's somehow avoided playing in the world's most famous arena. So I think that this is going to be a good game. And like V said, even without their stars, this team has been frisky for SPJ's side piece and Davion Mitchell, and for all of our favorite side piece, the Mexican monster and Jaime Jaquez.
The Mexican monster.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions in this game. Shout out Khalil Ware, who is starting now at center with Bam Adebayo on the shelf with that toe injury. Back-to-back double doubles. He has his double doubles plus 135 if you want to go that direction. Cat has had some good games against the Heat in the rebounding and the assisting department as well. If you feel like that's maybe a good spot too. Mitchell Robinson's also been smacking the glass if you want to go that way. This could be a good game for props. Like I said, high total. We talked about it at the beginning of the show. Hey,
KD, we were just talking about
The
you.
Thunder fan himself.
Did you get the bat signal, big dog? Let's go. Yeah, so there's some angles in this one that are worth it. I think there's going to be a ripe for the picking in this game. Should be up and down. I think that's a nice spot, to be honest. It's hard to take more than one. Davion's in a good spot too. It's hard to take more than one Heat player. I think taking the Heat and then one player you like is probably the move if you think that they're going to handle business tonight in the Garden, or at least keep this game close.
You know who's the next guy we haven't mentioned yet, who's probably going to love the fact that both of these teams need to make up differentials or gain in differential? Jordan Clarkson. He's exceeded his PRA against bottom 10 defenses 5 out of the last 6 games. He's a guy that's absolutely going to love the pace that the Heat are going to try to put on this game.
No Jalen Brunson. McBride gets the start, but who's going to see a bump in playtime off of the bench? So you may have just pulled something.
Shamit's always on the board too when it's 2 threes. Chat. 2 threes for Shamit's always on the board if you can find it.
It's like you may have pulled something there, brother.
Shamit. Sin City. Text him, big dog, or send him a DM. He'll probably hook you up. He'll be here. He might be here in a little while. Jay Clark today. Let's go, YZ. Okay, guys, let's pick something from this game and let's move on. What do you guys want to snag? You want to go Jaime? I'm down to take the Heat.
I'm down to take the Heat. Do you want to take the plus 6.5?
I have it.
Yeah, Sook does too. It's not often me and Sook align on his side. Shit probably ain't hitting now, but
it's the slate lay. It doesn't matter. All right, let's go Heat plus 6.5, leg number 2 on the slate lay. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's go. It's fucking Friday.
Gerald.
Ooh. No, Danny's not here. We don't need to bleed his ears with more propane.
Gerald sent us a text. He's like, "Can you please get Danny on permanently? Because me and him align on too much stuff. I need him on there."
Shout out Danny, who is probably swimming in beer right now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, let's go to Detroit, Motor City, against the 76ers. 3.5-point faves are the Detroit Pistons, the top of the Eastern Conference, boys. Crazy. Over under 228.5 for this game. I don't know for sure yet. Let me just triple check here. Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren are still questionable for this game. it's seeming like they might not play. But we'll see. That has not been confirmed nor denied yet, unless chat knows anything else about what's going on here. VJ Edcombe is also questionable. No Joel Embiid, obviously, for the 76ers, who, I don't know if we're ever going to see Joel Embiid play proper basketball ever again. What do you guys think in this game? I didn't really have any major thoughts here. Obviously, you could look at the chalk and go with Maxey coming off a little bit of a bad game in his comparisons. Maybe if Cade ends up playing, he would be in a good spot too. Lower total. I don't know about Duren and Cunningham, so I got nothing in this one. What do you guys think?
My question revolves around those two as well. Like it seemed like normal rest when they obviously were on the second night of a back-to-back. They were going to sit right before an NBA Cup game. But why have we not gotten any reports about them being at shoot-around or anything like that? Like the other day when they sat, we were told that they weren't at shoot-around. Were they at shoot-around today? Because I liked Cade in this matchup. I think he's got a great matchup. VJs might sit tonight. And then this Philadelphia team bleeds points to the point guard position. I liked Cade a lot, but I just don't know if he's going to play.
Is this another situation where you can look at Ron Holland and kind of go, oh, they are not playing? You're not getting a lot of lines for the Pistons side of things, unfortunately.
That's what I was going to say. That's what frustrates me about this game is that we don't have those lines to let us know what's going on. Last sauce team, we used Ron Holland's lines to know that Cade wasn't playing.
They got nothing right now, which is annoying. I mean, it's like 3 hours to tip off, and like y'all don't know who's playing in this fucking game. Like, can we sort this out, please?
Can we move off this one for now?
Sure, we can move on.
Unless there's something that you like, Sook. Go ahead.
I think we just take Detroit to cover. They're first in this group right now, plus 18 differential. If they win this game by a considerable margin, they actually bury the Sixers and they'll be out of contention. And they will put themselves right in the driver's seat because behind them is actually the Magic who play tonight with a plus 13 differential. So I do think that Detroit is going to try to run up the score. So I'd be very comfortable just taking them on the spread.
Or just take them on the money line.
Yep. Yep, for the slate, 100%.
I will say that Cade's lines are available widely. 29, 20.
-4 makes me feel like one of them is going to play, probably Cade. If Duren sits, I think if Cade plays, we're still going to get a little bit of value on the money line. So I don't hate that at all.
I will say, though, you guys always like when I talk about like these like random guys that have been on the team for a number of years. And we just saw it with Craig Porter Jr. But like, Detroit has a bunch of these guys. They have LeVert, who's,
They just
won
last
too
game
without
Cade and Duren.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they have that guy that went absolutely bonkers from St. John's. I wish Shaggy or Kobe was here. The last two games.
Jenkins. Yes, Jenkins, dude.
Yeah.
If Cade, that guy, man, watch out for fucking Jenkins, man. That kid.
I like this too. SPJ, you probably like this as well.
Yeah, I like Kelly in this matchup. I also like Andre Drummond. He has been cooking on the glass. His rebounds looks nice. His double-double is plus money-ish, but like he's had back-to-back double-doubles. Also had a double-double against the Pistons when they played 2 or 3 games ago. So like that too. Lower total, different. Don't know who's playing for sure. Let's just take the Pistons and move on. I'm down for that on the money line.
That feels good.
Do you guys think the Sixers are actually good?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I think defensively,
this year?
You guys are both jaded. This team is fun. They're a good team.
I think the Celtics are shit too. But I
don't want Paul George to come back. I think that this team is fine without Paul George right now, and they have good chemistry. They're running, they're gunning. Maxey's leading the lines. Edgecomb's fitting in nicely. They have a good rapport with these younger players. I think they can be frisky. I don't think they're going to win anything, but I think they're going to be good. I think that the overall Sixer fan base thought they were going to be absolutely terrible, us up here included, this year, and they've been good.
I mean, you guys know I think VJ is a superstar in the making, like for sure. And if you like, I just think that their front court is just so thin.
So thin. I think that's what's going to get them, especially in the long run at the end of the season. I don't think they make the playoffs.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Ooh, I think they can sneak into the play-in.
They don't make the play-in, dude.
The play-in.
Okay, I think they finish outside of 8th.
With the East? Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, move on. Now this guy's actually jaded. Let's go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's go down to another team that sucks ass. Pelicans taking on the Lakers. 9.5-point favorites are Los Angeles coming in here over under 227.5. The Lakers got absolutely fucking BTA'd in Oklahoma City, but a lot of teams are getting BTA'd in Oklahoma City. So, but the Lakers never really had a chance in that game, looking like they want to pull their belts out possibly and take out their frustrations on this Pelicans team. Derek Queen has been good for this team when he's playing. I don't know why they're not starting him at this point. There's been stretches that this team has looked decent, and then there's been stretches where this team has not looked like an NBA basketball team. I don't love the fact that the total is 227.5. I really wanted to bet Luka. I know, shockingly, but after a kind of a bad game, he's going to want to beat up on a bad team and kind of get right here. But this total makes me think that I don't know what's going to go on here. Maybe this just turns into a blowout and we don't see those guys in the fourth quarter. I don't know. This game's kind of weird to me.
It's going to be.
I've got it. I've got it. I want to bet Luka too. I do. And I think the over 3.5 threes at -130 feels nice. The Pelicans are in the bottom three of wide open threes allowed. They are not a good team defending the 3-point line. Luka's coming off a game in which he shot 1 of 7. The one thing that this guy loves to do, he just talked about it. He's like, I can dunk the ball. I just don't want to dunk the ball. He's averaging 11.4 3-point attempts per game this year. He's shooting 31% from beyond the arc, boys. And if you are going to tell me that Luka's going to shoot below 35% from 3-point range this year, I will fight you because it's not going to happen. This guy is due for some positive regression. He is taking a shit ton of shots. And in 8 games this year, he's hit this line in 5 of the 8 games. Like I said, the Pelicans are ranked 22nd in threes allowed, 27th to the shot guard position. Whether you want to put Luka at the 1 or the 2, whatever you want, they just don't have the guys guarding people out there on the perimeter. 3.5 for -130 is a little bit juiced, but it feels like right. Or am I tripping?
Yeah,
I like it. I wanted to bet him somehow, some way. So something about this game kind of I think the Lakers might just dog walk this team. Even with the point differential mattering, it could be a situation where they don't want to have to push the buttons in the fourth quarter, like they're winning by 30 or something. So I don't know.
I think that's why you just go Moravia PRA. He's gonna play. If it's the blowout, he's gonna be in the fourth quarter. His PRA is low enough that I would consider playing it just regular. But in this game with this blowout potential, I actually lean the over as well, just because the Lakers are actually in a group with the Clippers and Memphis, and all of these teams are very close in differential, unlike the other groups.
But why is the total 227? That's the part of you that I don't understand, because the Pelicans are terrible defensively. The Lakers can score against these types of teams. This should be a 235.5 point total or something like that.
I think it's pace. The Pelicans play at a bottom 5 pace, and I'm pretty sure the Lakers aren't playing at a super. Just because Luka's not a guy that plays at a high pace. He slows down. He takes threes. I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, Pelicans 26th in pace. Lakers also bottom 10.
Okay,
I think that's what it has to do with. But he's taken a ton of shots, and he's played 8 games this year. I think 8 games. They've only lost 2 of them. Each game, every time he comes off a loss, he had 49, 11, and 8 the game following the Golden State loss. Following the Atlanta Hawks loss, 38, 6, and 7. In both of those games, he kind of gave belt to the teams and took upwards of 10 threes, hitting this line in both.
I dig it.
You don't like to lose this year. Like, he really don't. And in embarrassing fashion.
And they got fucking embarrassed.
To another MVP candidate? Come on. This is beat 'em up time. Austin Reeves, nobody's getting a shot today besides Luka.
Luka's going to take 50 shots. I think we can agree on this. If you like Luka, which I do, I'm probably going to sprinkle this. Just take him to score like 45 or something like that. Because if he gets going early, I mean, maybe just JJ leaves him out there to just go cook him.
That kind of makes me excited for something that I haven't bet, but I'm leaning towards, and it's Jose Alvarado. I think he might play a little bit more. He's a defensive-minded guard. And now you have the Lakers with the 2-headed monsters of the exciting whites. His 14.5 PRA has actually smacked in 4 out of 5. It just missed last game, but maybe New Orleans kind of needs him tonight.
I mean, dispel fears in moments, maybe even get more playing time next to fears if Murphy wants to sit some.
Just an idea.
Oh, I like it. Just to mention a couple from the chat, I looked at this too. Sadiq Bey has been really good for the Pelicans, even though it hasn't really mattered too much in that starting lineup. and with Zion not playing. Alex mentioned the 14.5 points. I like that. That makes decent. That's a good spot, I think. The other one that I was looking at, and as I mentioned, the rookie, Derek Queen, 23.5 PRA, coming off 26, 7, and 4, playing more minutes. He played 37 minutes last game. They're finally giving him more run. Everybody gets up playing the Lakers. It's at home, Friday night, Smoothie Center.
Did you guys see that thing with Chris Finch and JJ Redick?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, Finch? Like, for what reason are you sending shots? They finished top 3 in the Western Conference last year. Come on, leave that shit to the petty motherfuckers like me, man.
Should we just take Luka and move on?
Yeah, I like it. I like Luka threes a lot. Not gonna lie.
You down for that, Suck?
Yeah.
Or should we just take the 30 piece?
We could even take 30. Yeah.
Oh, it's minus 225. That's so gross.
I'm just saying, like, teams also play the Lakers like very hard. You know what I mean? Nobody likes coming into their home arena and seeing fucking Lakers jerseys all over the place. Nobody likes that.
True. Yeah. All right. Let's go Luka 4 threes. We'll go that direction. All right. Let's keep it moving from one bad team to another bad team that I thought was going to be a little better this year, but they're just bad. The Kings taking on the Wolves. Speaking of Chris Finch, Timberwolves, 11.5-point favorites here against the Sacramento Kings, who have just been atrocious. Losers of 4 straight, getting clapped, boys. 25-point losses, 30-point losses. Terrible. 239.5-point total, though. Both of these, the Kings like to play at a pretty fast pace. Ant-Man loves to score points against them. I got nothing in this game specifically. I kind of lean towards Ant BTA in this team because he likes to do that against these bad defenses. So 30 points feels comfortable for Ant-Man. Didn't bet it. This also kind of leans into the higher total, 11.5-point spread. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. Oh, nice shirt. With the aspect of the point differential mattering in this game. So that could come into play here, even if they are winning by a substantial margin later. Also, Doug Christie, last point, I'll pass it to you, V. Doug Christie came out and said that he was going to be shaking up the starting lineup because the plus minuses for a lot of his starters were in like the minus 30s, and he's like, we can't have that. So we'll be interested to see how this continues to progress for the Kings. Yeah, that's all I got in this game.
Dude, there's one thing Anthony Edwards loves to do, and that's beat up on bad teams. Like, just looking at his last 3 games, 35 against the Jazz, 26 and 30 minutes in a 30-point win against the Kings, and then 37 and 26 minutes against the Utah Jazz the game before that. It's just something he does. It's something he's always done. If he's going to be lined up against a very bad team, he's going to take a ton of shots, and usually they don't have somebody to guard them. All right, it's the Timberwolves by 100 tonight, but Anthony Edwards is going to get out there and get his. His line's also at 29.5 for plus money, higher than it's been most games, sitting at 27, 28.5. I just think books are kind of telling us and showing us in the direction that they're also leaning. And it's been great. They've got a 44-point differential in that, and they can add to it tonight with a big win against a very, very bad defense. So, yeah, Ant-Man.
That's a good shout out on the differential too, because the plus 40 sounds impressive, but they're in Group A with Oklahoma and Phoenix, who are also 1-0. So not only do they need to win tonight, but they actually need to put up more points, and they've been great defensively also in these cup games. So it's exciting to see the 240 total, because I think that this game is great for SGPs.
And they will still have to see both the Suns and the Thunder before this tournament ends.
I got another one, kind of a zag. I'd like the angle that you're talking about with Ant-Man. I got a zag instead of if you want to, not zig like everybody else. Zach LaVine used to play for the Timberwolves. 21.5 points, feels very comfortable. He had 26 the other night, even though it was a big old loss. Coming off kind of a meh game in their last one, only 12 points against the Nuggets. I think LaVine could come out and cook. He's also hit 22 plus points in like 6 of his last 7 appearances against the Timberwolves in the Target Center. So, former team. It's been a minute since he played there, obviously, but you don't ever.
I actually saw Zach LaVine in the Staples Center, Timberwolves versus Lakers years ago.
Oh, nice. I like the 21.5. I think he could come out and cook tonight. I like his. If you're going to take LaVine on the straight line, which I almost did on his regular line, I think the ladder makes a bunch of sense. 25 plus, 30 plus. He's a guy, if he gets going and he sees some shots go down, there's not a shot he doesn't like to take. So, could be one of those.
Do you want to take LaVine in the slate late? It's a much lower number than Anthony Edwards. I like the narrative.
Sure. 20 plus.
What do you guys think about Jaden McDaniels?
The RA that Alex is talking about.
Just all of it. The PR, the PRA, all of it. It's been doing well, especially at home in a cup game.
He's also back-to-back 20 pieces against this Kings team.
I can see it.
His RA is 7.5, has been smacking. Hi, Rusty.
Trendy.
Shower me and Ant threes. Also, shout out if you guys want like a plus money play. Ant for a block has hit in 5 of the last 6 games versus teams that get blocked in the bottom 10. Kings get blocked a lot. Ant-Man for a block is plus money on most books.
Hmm.
You know he's going to want to do the ant thing to somebody. Yeah.
But yeah,
I can totally see him get a chase down on like DeRozan or Levine.
Sure.
Levine or Jaden?
Let's just go Levine for 20. It's minus 190, but it works for the slate late. Okay. All right. Halfway through. We've reached the halfway point. Chat, drop a dub if you're enjoying the show. Hope you're having a great Friday evening. It's 5 o'clock and it's dark as balls outside, so it feels like it's like 7 o'clock right now, which is crazy. But hope you guys are having a great Friday. We're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the show, so stick around if you're watching us on Twitch, on YouTube, wherever you're hanging out. Come hang out with us on Twitch. Oh, we got to get him out there, huh? You missing him? I dropped a different type of lay today. Not the RA monsters. It was the like combo monsters. But
the RA monsters, SPJ? God.
I know. I'm sorry. All right. I'll do it. Fine. I'll do it before these games start. All right. We'll do a giveaway at the end, though. Stick around on Twitch. All you got to do, you'll be in the duckies. Duckies. Okay. Let's move on. I had like a lot of these.
Sorry, last point on this. Sorry. I know I always do this.
No.
Jalen Clark,
No.
PRA.
No.
Sorry. I said it. I already said it. I got it out.
No, we'll talk about it.
No, we're going to erase it from the tape. We're erasing it. Nope.
Yeah, just high total. I think he'll play. Like I said, this guy was the NCAA Naismith Defensive Player of the Year. He's absolutely a guy they want to develop. High total, large spread, young kid. Expect him to be in the fourth quarter if this is a blowout.
All right.
Wow.
Okay,
man.
All right, Tim.
25.
Dude, Tim gets down with it.
Tim gets down.
Shout out Tim. All right, Levine 20. Let's move into the back half of the slate here. I can't wait to talk about this game. The Rockets taking on the Trailblazers. 7.5 point faves are the Houston Rockets. Friday night down in Houston. We may have a problem because the Blazers are blazing. 7.5 point dogs here, 236.5 point total. High total for two really good defensive teams. Makes me think we're going to have a banger down in Texas tonight, boys. So lead us off. What do you like in this game?
Yeah, I took the Blazers on the spread. I do think that they cover in this game. I think this game will be closer than what people think. Like SPJ just said, the Blazers are for real. Vsauce is totally in on this team too. It's almost like it's going to be a panel moment because I do know that Houston is very good. They've been great offensively, but I just think it's a weird matchup for Houston. A lot of things that they do well is length. And that's something that Portland can actually match. And there's not a lot of other teams in the league that can do that. Between Denny, Kamara, and Shaedon Sharpe, you have a lot of wingspan and you have a lot of athleticism. So I just took Portland on the plus 7.5. I think they cover. I think this is going to be maybe one of the best games of the night as Denny looks like an all-star and Shaedon Sharpe looks like an MIP.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, Slick. I think not only do they have the guys to kind of match this Houston Rockets team, but they've also got the front court to try to, handle a guy like Alperen Sengun. You have a guy like Donovan Clingan who's not going to give you the most flashiest of stat sheets, but he is a guy that's going to make it tough in the paint, tough to get some offensive rebounds, tough to get some buckets, and really just make you earn all your points. Not to say that Alpe's not going to have a big game. It's just when you can make them earn it a little bit, it really makes for closer games. I think this is going to be one of those. Especially with Drew, man. Drew's been a huge addition to this team, I think.
Alpe? I like Alpe in this game. I like what you guys had to say. I'm with the Blazers, too, to cover. But I'm taking Sengun over 16.5 rebounds and assists. It's always scary taking something that's hitting 7 straight games, but he's so due for a triple-double, boys. And it might be tonight. Look at that total. Look at that total. Look at that total. There's going to be so many points in this game. Give me Sengun, 16.5 RA. I don't hate the PRA if you want to go that direction. He had 15 points and 6 rebounds the last time we played against Portland last season. Completely different year, completely different teams. However, he also had 23 points against them as well. Now, I like Clingan. I like Kamara, but we've already talked about this. When Sengun gets down there, he's one of the hardest covers down low because of the way that he is just gifted in the block. So, but I like the RA. And then, chat, you guys smell that? Smell those hot pancakes. You smell them? Give me Denny over 35.5 PRA. Set it, forget it. Don't overthink it. I like just the points too. If you want to go that direction, it's until proven otherwise. Until they move this line up into the high 30s, into the 40s, I'm taking it. He even didn't hit his PRA the other night and scored 30 points, and he just didn't hit the glass. I don't think we see that tonight.
Oh, that was nasty work. I saw you guys texting about that, and I was like, how the fuck is that even possible? And then I saw the box score, and I was just blown away that happened.
It was an anomaly. I mean, again, if you want to take the points, like he has been the bucket getter for this team, and he's also had back-to-back. Oh, that's Sengun I'm looking at here. Yeah, I'm not going to sell you guys any more on Denny. I'll have to get a legit towel. But yeah.
But I did take the other guy as well, Shaden Sharp, over 26.5 PRA. It's been doing good. He can hit that with just his points. I think that this is a game that's going to be back and forth because Vsauce, I'm sure, is going to mention this. This is probably the group of death, Group C. It's the Nuggets, the Spurs, the Blazers, the Rockets, and the Warriors. The Nuggets have the differential lead right now, so this game is going to be back and forth as both teams try to win and also run up the differential because the Rockets are currently a -11.
Yeah, after you guys just give such nice, elegant, pitches on such good players and everything like that, I don't even want to pitch the Trailblazer. I bet because it's so stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I bet Jrue Holiday over 28.5 PRA again. Last time I bet it because he was playing the Pelicans and he was back in that building. Today I'm betting it because he's playing his brother, even though his brother plays like 4 minutes, 3 minutes per game. But he averages 19.9 points per game, 6.5 assists.
Brother narrative. Where are you, Gerald?
He's 10-4 against his brother lifetime, and this is a 7.5 point dog. I don't think it's often he's played as a dog against his brother, obviously because of how bad the Rockets have been. But I'm just saying, if you want to win tonight, you're going to need a little bit more from Jrue. Gerald might forgive me for this one because he loves Jrue Holiday, but he hates this kind of shit. So, yeah, Jrue Holiday, 28.5, boys.
Versus his brother, Aaron.
If you guys want to gander the timeline, Chef and I did cook a little SGP for this game. It's plus 8,000. We had some fun with it because I think this game's going to be a banger. It's going to be a good one. If I'm not too oot and a boot, I might be tuning into this one, but I might be otherwise engaged. We'll find out.
This game might be stocks heaven too, as all of these guys just go back and forth trying to one up each other.
I'm excited, boys.
The total. Again, this is the situation with the cup at the total. Like if this was not a cup game, for example, this total would be 225. Right? Maybe the spread would be similar, but I think the total would be 10 points less.
Maybe not 10, but maybe like 228, 2229 at least for sure. It wouldn't be in the 230s.
It's the differential 100% because we've talked about this before. If you go down 0-2, you're not actually technically eliminated, but like in reality, you are with the tie-breaking rules and the fact that there's 5 teams in each group. So Houston down -11 on the differential and 0-1 in group play. This is going to be like, I'm going to sit down and like drink a whole 6-pack and watch this game. This is going to be awesome.
Friday night, baby. Okay. What are we taking in this game after all that? I'd like to say yeah.
I said I can tell you what we're not taking, and that's Jrue
What are we
Holiday.
not taking?
Do you guys just want to take the Blazers plus 8?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, just take the Blazers. Yeah, no one knows ball. that sounds like what we're all going to be doing on this Friday, beautiful Friday night. Okay, let's keep it moving. 3 more games to get to, and then we're going to start really cooking. But we're having some fun. The Concanipples hosted the Hornets in Milwaukee tonight. Cheeseheads were busy. Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Hornets tonight. Giannis is back, and he might just lay his dong along all over the Hornets. 9.5 point favorites, are the Milwaukee Bucks. Over under set at 238.5. Another high total here. As Sook said earlier, the president's going to be in the house, or the president we thought. LaMelo Ball is returning for the Hornets tonight. I'm going to get mine out of the way. It's nice and chalky. I took Giannis's points over 31.5. He didn't play last game. It's a high total. They need to make up some point differential. I just think he's going to beat up on this bad team. Like, I think the Hornets are better than we all thought they were going to be. Their rookies are definitely playing up to par. Ball being back, we don't know what that's going to look like. Sexton's been good for this team too. Kalkbrenner, Knipple, et cetera, et cetera. But it's Giannis. He had a nice little rest just to come in and just pull out the belt, the Greek belt, and get to whooping. So I like the points. I like the PRA too. He's due for a triple-double, but like he's just been scoring. And we've talked about this. He's just been so aggressive to the rim. No one can stop him when he gets moving like that. This could be one of those situations at home on a Friday night. I would not be surprised if I look up and if Giannis had a 50-piece tonight. Would not be shocked whatsoever. I think Giannis is in for a big night tonight scoring. So I like the 31.5.
Do you guys?
Sorry,
Actually, I was just going to say, do you guys remember when Fred VanVleet had a kid?
Yes.
And he just went bonkers for a couple of weeks after?
Kalkbrenner
just had a kid.
A little mini Kalkbrenner?
Yeah, he just had a little mini Kalkbrenner, and I don't know if he's playing tonight. He might be out for personal reasons. He's been in and out, and he ended up playing one day when he was designated as not playing.
He's out.
He's out officially?
Yeah, he's officially
out.
No. Dad duty.
All right, so
he's got to take care of Madam Kalkbrenner.
Incredible that he fucking played a game after the birth and now he's out today. You're a millionaire. You can't just play the game.
Just got to take care of his child. Give him the day off, okay? Give him the day off. Moving on.
He muted himself.
He muted himself. That was crazy.
Timeout. You go to timeout for that. He wasn't even trying to mute himself, and he muted himself. It was magical.
This fucking guy.
All right. Yeah, that was terrible. But like SPJ said, the Knipples hosted the entire Hornets team. Con Knipple is from Milwaukee. I didn't know this until one of his family members put out this tweet saying that they hosted the entire team last night before the game. I'm just saying, you guys know I love a good narrative. And Con Knipple is back in Milwaukee. He didn't have the biggest game against them just 2 games ago, but this is LaMelo's back. I think he's going to have more opportunities with his point guard back. He's also been really crashing the boards. I think he's got 6, 5, and 6 rebounds over the last couple of games. Been kind of in double-double territory. I don't know if I want to take that with LaMelo back in the lineup, but I really do think that there's just so much narrative here. You're back in Milwaukee. This is a family in the house type situation and a Milwaukee Bucks defense that hasn't been the best on the perimeter. And then on the other side of the ball, I'm taking AJ Green over 2.5 threes. The pitch behind this one is this guy, when Giannis is in the lineup, has been fantastic. Going back his last 20 games with Giannis in the lineup, 51% from 3. He's hit this line in 15 of those 20 games. Without Giannis, his 3-point percentage drops to 41%. He's hit this line in only 5 of 17 games last year without Giannis, and it just doesn't look good. Giannis collapsing the defense in the middle, especially a defense like the Hornets that doesn't have any interior presence, especially with Kalkbrenner out of the lineup, it's going to result in more open looks, and I think that AJ Green is going to be the benefactor here. So give me the over 2.5 threes at minus 110.
He's been really good for them to start the season. Defensively too, good defensive player, and obviously knocking down 3. Nice 3-and-D guy. All right. Anything? So, do you got anything in this game?
Yeah, just something very random.
Sure.
Pat Connaughton spent a lot of time with the Milwaukee Bucks. He's now on the Hornets. I don't know what a Pat Connaughton revenge narrative means to anyone, but so they actually
play enough, dude. He's like barely playing. That one game that he played was everybody was out. He went crazy, but he's like barely getting any minutes, man.
Yeah, he actually. That's why I bring it up, because he played 11 minutes against Milwaukee last game on Wednesday, and he was 4 of 6 from the field, hit 2 threes, and had 11 points. He scored a point in each minute.
11 points, 11 minutes. This guy got one shift and just took every shot.
I mean, that's what I would do if I knew I wasn't going to play that much.
I just have to bring these things up. When I'm doing my research, I find them and I bring them to your attention.
Yep. Chris knows. V's all over it. PRA. I might want to save Giannis for the slate lay. So do you guys want to put Knipple in here, or do you want to do AJ Green?
I do want to put Con in here, but I want to ask you guys, how do you feel about the homecoming narrative? Do you think he's going to come into the game a little heavy, a little hungover, a little overstimulated from being with family?
He doesn't look like the type of guy that gets hungover with his family or like get schmammered with the fam, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I would think that if he didn't just play them, you know what I mean? Like, you just played this Milwaukee team literally a couple of days ago. There's got to be a little bit of comfort in that. And, you know, he had 16 points in that game, shot 5 of 13. You got to want to do better than that. I know it wasn't in Milwaukee that time, but it was still the same team that you grew up watching. You got to think that maybe he let some of those nerves out. And I don't know, he still had 23 PRA in that last one, despite shooting 5 of 13.
Let's take Con. 23.5 PRA. Con seems like the type of guy that wants to hoop in front of his parents. You know,
It's a chat. If you don't know, is it a Sam Merrill in Utah situation? Because that guy goes bonkers whenever he plays there.
Hey, why's it got to be a race thing? Hey, man.
Dude, he's from Utah.
Just picking on the white guys. Oh, man. All right, let's move on. Let's go to. Well, you already did that one. Last two. Mavericks taking on the Clips. God, these teams suck this year. Dallas is 2.5-point dogs at home against the Clippers. The Clippers have not covered in 8 straight games, losers of 6 in a row, 219.5 point total, the lowest total on the board. I got to play in this game. I am interested to hear you guys' thoughts, unless you guys don't have much in this one. But I got a play that I love. I talked about it when we talked about this Mavericks team previously. But let me know what you guys think before I kind of talk about this one.
I got 0 in this one. Anthony Davis is playing or not playing. Do you guys know what's the designation there?
AD is still questionable right now with a calf strain.
This was the one game on today's slate that I was like, I don't even want to lab it. Forget about
AD being questionable kind of throws a wrench in everything, and it's hard to cap that game because
the Clippers have not been fun to watch, to bet on, to do really kind of anything in any regard. In my opinion, you think John Collins is going to see some minutes? All of a sudden, he's playing 14 minutes as a starter. It's just I don't know what's going on in LA, and the Mavericks.
Yeah. They said they're going to start Collins, though, right, SPJ?
Yep, Jay.
Who?
John Collins.
He's in the starting lineup. Yeah, he started last game as well.
He started the day. Me too.
Mm-hmm. I found my new Crazy Pellet knows ball. I found my new guy nobody knows that I'm going to bet on throughout the entire season, and it's Brandon Williams. Give me Brandon Williams over 18.5 points and assists. I don't hate the RA from Crazy Pellet if you want to go that direction. The RA is not as widely available at 7.5, but I like that too. But this guy's a bucket getter, man. He's a hooper. Mm-hmm. And I really think Jason Kidd likes him. He talked about I remember watching a Mavericks game last year, and this was after Luka got traded. Brandon Williams was injured. He was on the shelf. And Jason Kidd was getting interviewed about what Brandon Williams brought to the team. And, man, you should hear this guy splooge over Brandon Williams. And when your head coach, a former all-pro, Hall of Fame point guard, is splooging over a guy who's sitting on the bench that can come out and play point guard for you, you're seeing that come to fruition. 3 straight games he's hit his PA, 9 assists and 17 points against Phoenix last game. This Clippers team is not really as good defensively as we've known from them in years past. Kawhi Leonard, obviously on the shelf, doesn't help with that either. I think this kid's got the goods, man. And I think that you're gonna start to know the name Brandon Williams throughout the season if this guy stays healthy. Do I think that's going to matter for the Mavericks season? No. But I do think that Brandon Williams is going to play his way into a lot of people's slips and a lot of people's situation. We do not post the slate lay, so we will read it off to you at the end of the show, though. So we'll read it. You can plug it in as we're going. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And we'll also do a saucy lay, which four legs, a little bit more of a regular parlay, which we'll post on the timeline. So you can get involved with that. But the slate lay at the bottom will get posted only in here. But
we also got a sub bang.
Let's go.
Let's
For
go.
Sean Beasy in the house. What's up, Alec? How we doing? Appreciate you, man. Sorry, I was in the middle of a sell job talking how much I love Brandon Williams. Apologies for not giving you the flowers.
Pulls up three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good. Wins the game at the buzzer.
18 months?
Yeah, he's
Let's
like
go.
he's like a 2-year-old in our chat.
Are you gonna enter the terrible twos? I hope not.
No, I don't think so. If you're watching us on Twitch, you're always welcome to sub to the channel. The channel is always free. The content's free. Our website at bettingnews.com is free as well. We have a lot of free content for you guys, but if you want to support, it really helps us out. Feel free to drop a sub and get involved. Yeah, Brandon Williams, PA. I like it. The RA2. Have you guys watched him play that much?
Oh, smooth.
Dude, Hooper. Okay. You guys want to put him in the slit lay, I guess, because you guys don't really have much in this game, eh?
Yeah.
Not a thing. So I'm down.
Okay.
I'm surprised
game-
you didn't bring up your other boy, Diabate, in this one with Kalkbrenner out.
What? Kega?
Is this real? I hope so. Send that guy to the sun.
I hope so. That was really funny, but for 1 second, my brain went to, oh my God, who did he assault?
No, yeah, he was arrested in Texas.
Shut the hell up.
What the
Can we
fuck?
get Gilbert Arenas next? Like, come on, man.
Holy.
You know that guy's done some shady shit.
I hope it wasn't domestic assault. I hope maybe it was maybe he beat up J-Dub on his podcast.
It's probably bad. And again, you know how you can just anyway, we don't have time to go into this, and I don't want to get too into it.
Felony assault.
Wow. All right, Brandon Williams, PA. Who you're gonna say Diabate?
Yeah, I was asking you about him because you have usually a good line on him. I'm seeing that you can get his actually just his 10 points for a good number, -110. The double-double, I feel like, is live against Milwaukee.
Musa. Yeah, I don't
Very
hate it.
surprised you didn't bring him up. Very surprised.
He's in the starting lineup now. I liked it a little better when he was like a sneakier guy, you know?
Mm-hmm. You think the books have adjusted too much where there's no value?
Yeah. 13 rebounds in back-to-back games against Milwaukee, though. So his boards could be interesting. 9.5. Actually, that is a good look. So 10-plus rebounds in 4 straight games against Milwaukee. 13 in their last game against Milwaukee. I don't hate that. What's the double-double? Plus 200. Ooh, spicy. That 10 points is going to be a sweat, though. We just went back a game. But, yeah, that's a good shout. I liked Musa a lot better when he was a sneaky guy. His points was 6.5 for no reason.
Yeah.
That was a lot more fun. Oh, okay. Assault on a family member impending breath or circulation, 3rd-degree felony.
Jeez.
Posted a $40,000 bail.
Oh, that means that was an incredibly violent offense.
Also, Gil is not a dub, dude. Gilbert Arenas sucks. It has nothing to do with his race. He's just shit.
Yeah, anyways, that's fucking Pat. My God.
Whack.
Holy, Pat Bev is the piece of shit that we thought he was.
Yikes.
The next 5 years are his in jail.
In jail.
In jail. Big yikes, man. Big yikes. All right, last game. Warriors, Spurs. We talked about this one a little earlier. It was an absolute banger the other night. 2.5-point favorites are the Spurs in this go-round in the Cup. 2.5-point dogs are the Warriors. Fresh off of a Stephon Castle triple-double, a Wemby triple-double, and a Steph 40-piece in a masterclass of a game. 233.5-point total. Do we just get a repeat? Does it just chop and change, boys? Because I kind of feel like that this game could turn into that. Jimmy Butler has a great history against the Spurs. Has cooked this team previously. Steph kind of bounced back after a couple bad performances with that huge game. Fox is in a good spot. Wemby finally had a TD. Castle had his first TD of the season. What are we thinking?
Besides the Portland game, I think this is the other best game on the docket. These two teams just played on Wednesday. The Spurs are 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 at home. So I actually do think that they cover that 2.5, but I took the Spurs on the money line, -140. Like Shaggy Bet says, pay the juice, man. And like SPJ just mentioned, I think that the guards on the Spurs team have a lot of advantageous positions today against point guards. Golden State is 21st in rebounds allowed, 25th to assists allowed, and 28th to points allowed from the point guard spot. So whoever you deem the point guard, whether it be Castle, the double-double machine, 4 straight, or De'Aaron Fox, who's actually played a healthy dose of minutes, I do think that both of those guys have an opportunity. And then if you want like a little parlay piece, take Harrison Barnes for 10 points. The guy was shipped off from there. His career was greatly affected from the fact that they moved away from him and went to Kevin Durant. He consistently has good games against this team with a sprinkled in of a banger of a game. So those are my thoughts on this one.
I know V and I are on the same kind of player here. I'm going to just tee up the tiny bit of the action. You just mentioned his name. I took Stephon Castle's 12.5 rebounds and assists. This line makes no sense. I don't understand why it's 12.5. He's had 4 straight double-doubles, just coming off a triple-double. I think that he is I love Stephon Castle since last season. His double-double at plus 300 is an absolute steal. Go and take that now, sprinkle on it, have some fun with that. V, you want to talk a little bit more about the assist angle, which is the way that you took this?
Yeah, he's just been honestly dishing the ball with no Dylan Harper coming off of the bench. He's really just been seeing a majority of minutes here in this lineup, and he's doing everything he can. In the last game against the Warriors, he only played 31 minutes, but that was because of foul trouble that he found himself in. He finished the game with 5 fouls and didn't end up fouling out of the game. But it was a game in which he finished with, I think it was 10 assists, 10 rebounds, but he had 14 potential assists. He has been putting up the potential 16, 15, 16, 21. This is a guy who is looking to find his teammates in transition. And now you have not only given him a guy like Victor Wembanyama, but you've added a guy like De'Aaron Fox back into the lineup, a guy who is a score first, very quick in transition type of point guard. So I love everything about this. I like the potentials, and I think that this is a team that Wemby and the Spurs desperately want to beat. It's a team you might see in the postseason, and it's a team you haven't really beat since Wembanyama got drafted. So I just think that 46 piece the other night, it's got to light a fire under a guy like Castle.
I like the over in this one too.
Yeah.
I think we might see a similar banger, boys. I really do. I know it's hard to kind of say it's going to be the same thing again, but I have no problem thinking of taking similar lines, similar situations. They just played each other. A lot of the guys that hit their lines in the last game kind of have similar history against both of these teams, so it's not like it was a one-off situation. Now, do I think that Castle and Gwemby are going to have triple doubles and Steph's going to have a 40 piece? No, probably not. But the other mention I wanted to make is Jimmy Butler. His assists has hit in 4 straight games against the Spurs. His line is 5.5. He just came off an 8 assist game. He has 8, 7, 8, and 7 assists against the Spurs in his last 4 games against this team. So his 6+ is plus 123. His RA is obviously always a good play because of his rebounding ability. He's had that in 3 straight games against the Spurs, coming off an 8 assist and 6 rebound game in the last one too. So 10.5 RA feels comfortable for Jimmy Buckets. You can also go PRA too. 28 points in back-to-back games against San Antonio, and just had 28 against them last game too. So yeah, nothing wrong with Jimmy Buckets in this one too.
Yeah, I like Jimmy's stocks as well on this one. I think this will be a good game, and whenever the total is high, I do like taking stocks in this game too, because defense leads to offense.
Appreciate you, Rich. Hey. What's up, Paul? Yeah. I just added Stephon Castle's double-double. I forgot to take that earlier, and the value is too good to pass up. So thanks for reminding me about sprinkling on that bad boy. All right, boys, what do we want to take in this game to round out this late lay?
What do we take in the Dallas game? Brandon Williams,
PA, 18.5.
Vsauce muted. What do you think? What do you want to take in this game?
Per usual.
I was in this one. I like Castle. We could take the RA.
Okay.
12.5.
Unless there's something else. I was just going to that one because both me and SPJ were seeing it the same way.
Yeah, I like the RA. I don't think I'm going to use that for the lay.
The saucy.
Yeah. All right, Castle, 12.5. Okay. That's 9 picks. We picked one in every game. Good job, guys. 9
Fun.
picks scrolling at the bottom of the screen, chat. 1 play in every game. And as we have always said, you do not have to bet this with us. This is a sprinkle, a dust. You can take some out, make your own slate lays, have some fun with it. It's plus 18,067.
Oof. Oh.
67. Can't get away. 9 picks. Bet it responsibly, however you feel.
All right, Unc.
Man, what am I just supposed to not acknowledge it at all?
All right, boys.
I can't get away from
I'll
it.
see time.
Before we do the saucy, because we've got a full 10 minutes, you guys want to do a little lotto? Like V was
Sure.
saying, the 30-30-30, or maybe take 4 guys for 25, something like that.
Sure. Also, Ron, respectfully, Ligma. I'm going to
Come
lose
on,
to him,
man.
man. Sucks. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's get after it.
Should we just take the 30 pieces, the Sossenheimer? Should we do that today?
No.
What do you mean? Like,
I mean,
the
it was
whole thing?
LaMelo, it was Franz, and it was Denny. All for 30. Like, that feels pretty
Melo,
good.
Franz, Denny. That does feel good.
LaMelo's going to take 30 shots.
I mean, you would hope so.
Probably.
I mean, he hopes so. I like betting on guys that want to just
LaMelo
hunt.
for 30 is plus 450. It's pretty spicy.
Oh,
3 legs, you know, it adds a little nice juice. And plus, LaMelo's a guy who we were taking at like 25, 26 and a half last year.
Okay. Who was the other ones? Franz
And Denny.
and Denny.
Or did you
I
want to
don't-
take Alpi? Because you also said Alpi, SPJ.
I'll pick the wrong guy.
All right, Denny then?
Sure. One of those guys is scoring a 30 piece. I just
Oh.
don't know which one.
for sure.
What do you guys like?
Melo,
You like Denny
hopefully.
or Alpi better?
Shari is hoping for Melo.
I kind of like Alpi,
Alpi.
but like you said, now I'm scared of picking the wrong guy. One of them is going to do it. Or do we do Shaden for a third?
Guys, we're
straight?
overthinking it now.
Now
We
you're
picked 3
overthinking.
guys. We have to commit. Last time we did Sossenheimer.
Let's
all 3
go.
got 30.
Let's go chat. Chat, help us out. Is Denny Advia or Alperen Sengun scoring 30 points? Last leg. Pick your poison. I know you're there. Denny. No.
You could just know.
Just no.
Denny.
Pancakes.
Denny. Pancakes. Denny. Denny.
Pancakes.
Denny it is, boys.
So it's Denny, LaMelo.
Denny across the board,
What's up,
boys.
Shiree? Denny. Grand Slam pancakes after it all smacks. Have you guys
Denny,
been to Denny's and
LaMelo,
had
and who was the last leg? Space.
France.
France.
the German? So see, we've got a German and we've got an Israeli, and then we've got the president. What could go
The
wrong?
president of the United States.
Holy.
There's a lot of stuff going on there. It's plus 7116.
That's only for you, chat. Nobody else is getting that one.
Yeah, it's just for you guys. Sprinkle, dust, cup of coffee, an all-star breakfast, Grand Slam breakfast, whatever it's called. Breakfast. You guys seen that video?
Yeah.
Have we talked about this?
I
Breakfast.
don't think we've talked about it, but I've seen it.
Chad, have you guys seen that? Breakfast. I think we all know.
What you doing? Making breakfast.
Breakfast.
Move on. Holy shit.
Boys, Saucy Lane, what are we doing?
No one knows.
Let's cook this off today. All right. Favorite leg, Sauce Man?
Norm. Storm
Ow.
and Norman.
Storm and Norman. Points, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
What's the line be?
22 and a half. If it's still 22 and a half, SPJ, might 23 and a half?
Let me have a gander here. It's 22 and a half still. We're good. We're
Yeah.
chilling. Suck.
How do you guys feel about putting the Blazers in here?
I can get it.
We already have them in the Saucy Lane, don't we?
It's okay.
We're doing this
Yeah,
I
last
mean, I'm
night.
down.
It's 8.
Or do you guys want to do Spurs money line?
I'd rather take the Blazers, I think.
It's +8 now.
Denny, LaMelo, and Franz Wagner. Noah. Franz. Yep. Okay. Blazers +8. Norm, 22 and a half points. Oh, Chef's not here. Just remembered that we don't have Sheffrey. I'm going to take Giannis, 31.5 points. Make sure it's still 31.5. 32.
What did Chef text us this morning that he really liked?
Jaime.
Should throw Jaime's RA in here?
No, I don't want to double dip on that Heat game.
Oh, yeah, we have one in the Heat game. What else can
Chat,
we all agree on?
Let's see. Let's get chat involved. Chat, you guys tell us. What are you guys thinking? What do you guys want to do here?
Fourth
There's
light,
Ant-Man.
Chat like Ant.
Ooh.
Give us some things we talked about, things you guys like. You guys can all
Claxton,
agree.
PRA.
You guys are smart.
Claxton,
Ant-Man.
PRA.
And Adams.
Castle.
Reeves.
Ooh. Castle from Kanika.
Oh, Castle.
We could double dip on Stephon.
If we're going to double dip, we also double dip on Luca's threes.
I feel like that game might get weird. I'm down for the slate lay. I like the threes, but I don't know.
I think we go Castle then.
I think
I'm
we
down.
go Castle. We're both on it. Your wife likes it. We want your wife to be happy. You know, happy wife, happy life.
Caden Duran both out. Damn.
Wow. I wonder. Oh, there goes that line. I wonder if the Pistons are still going to be favored now.
Holy, and Tobias is out, and Azur is out,
Wow,
and Beef Stew's out.
damn, that Piston, they ain't going to be favored now. They're going to win outright. Oh, they're still favorites. Holy shit, by one. That's crazy.
Chat,
Last
take
week-
that weird guy, Chaz Lanier, or the
This
other
is
guy.
This is a good point too. B-ball Paul cooked. Get involved with that.
Oh, people, Paul.
Edgecombe.
PRA always.
Edgecombe is playing too, so man, that was a funky line now. All right, so Castle then, RA, or do you want to
Yeah.
go just assists?
I'm down for the RA. I'm also down for the assists.
I'm down for even the PRA, anything, Stephon Castle.
The 12.5 RA is minus 128. The assist line is 7.5 for plus 106.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like the RA. I think he could board.
Yeah, let's take the RA. Plus 1055. Storm and Norman
That'll do.
to storm in to the Knicks in the Garden, 22.5 points. Trailblazers, 8 plus 8 in Houston. Giannis, Greek Freak, 32.5 points. And Stephon Castle over 12.5 rebounds and assists. That'll do, Donkey. That'll fucking do. That'll do. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? I do.
Yeah, his name's Zion.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. He lives in the bayou. Oh, God. All right, let's should we do the giveaway and then get out of here?
Oh, the giveaway. The
Please.
motherfucking Ducks.
We could have done Denny, too.
Bring up the Ducks.
Seth Rono's ball. Chat, this is your last chance. Get involved with us over here on Twitch. Follow us over here on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/bettingnews. Shout out Vsauce. Hate giving away a beanie in honor of the Magic beating the Knicks, because I know you had a real tough time betting that one, my man.
Yeah, that was so hard. Fading the
So-
Knicks.
So difficult. Beard gang.
Somebody had to
Yeah,
drag him to the window for that one.
Came to the right place. You actually have to work at Betting News. You have to have facial hair. Even Kate. It's
Even Kate.
required.
Especially Kate. No, I'm just kidding.
Especially Kate. It might be drawn on, but it's there. All right. Saucy. We'll do, you know what? In honor of you guys being goats, and it's Friday, and the vibes are high, and we love you guys, we're going to do 2 giveaways. Dose. The
Oh.
first one is from Sauce Man. The second one is for you guys being awesome. All right. You ready?
Let's go. Quack, quack.
Let me pull up the tunage. You remove this. Got lots of things going on here. All right. Look at all those duckies. Wow. I'm going to full screen the ducks. All right. Ready?
Steady.
3, 2, 1. Bang, 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 bang.
Tone. Yeah.
Not a lot of costumes. There's a lot of naked ducks out there. I don't like that.
Whoa.
Visual, Maybach truck in
So
the
cute,
coupe.
her.
Only time I'm going back and forth is for the juice. They
Like
still
the
got
ducks,
me in court, shit
non-pants.
crazy. Only time I let a bitch record when I'm raining. I'm famous, but can't shit change me, nigga.
$1 million
All right.
worth of game eating.
2J Ho! 2J Ho? 2J Ho, are you real? 10-4s in the chat. We need a 2J Ho dub. Please and thank you. I'm sure you're not, because you're not with us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/betting news. Last chance.
Gotta be on Twitch to enter. 2J, Mark running back, sir.
2J
Are we running
Ho.
it back?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Thanksgiving.
Let's duck and go.
Thanksgiving around the corner. Next time.
Next time, let's go.
No one knows.
Go Ducks.
Twitch.tv/betting news. Twitch.tv/betting news. What's up, Alexander? No one knows.
Margella?
Hold on. Hooked.
Look at that clown.
Slander.
Seander? Seander.
Sander, are you real?
10-4
Come on
Seander.
We're running the Ducks one more time, chat.
Oh no, please God no.
One more time, sir. We have to. We had the same shit happen last time.
Seander. Oh, man.
Come on.
All right.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, there he
Oh,
is.
no, we
Oh,
got it. I think it's Slander, actually, but that's fine. It's the same guy.
let's go.
All right, Slander.
What up,
What's your,
Slander?
what's your Twitter name?
Bing bong. Appreciate you. Drop a tweet. Get involved with Vsauce on Twitter. No, we got to do one more.
Oh, well, one more duck race? Oh my goodness.
Looks like we barely got one winner.
2 giveaways. So message Vsauce on Twitter at B. Actually, just message us at your betting news. Are your DMs still off?
Yeah, it's too much. I can't handle it. But just tell me your Twitter, and I'll send you a message. Give me your
Yeah.
Twitter handle.
Well, that's not weird at all. Just message us at your betting news on Twitter, and we'll get you sorted out. There you
Let's
go.
go.
All right, one more giveaway in honor of you guys being goats.
I hate
Ready?
these motherfucking ducks.
I know it's so fun to do this with you. How much you hate it. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Where are we
Kinnidy's
going?
gonna win.
I'm looking at Ma in the middle there.
Huh?
All right.
Ma's
Here's the
cooked.
move.
Ma's
Always at the 15-10 second mark.
cooked. Yeah, it's cooked. Absolutely. There you go. The drop off through the middle.
The brown
Kev?
duck. The brown
I
duck.
am Kev. Oh, that's a photo finish. Whoa.
Let's go. Look, Kev's real.
We know Kev's real. You can close that tab now, sir. Get rid of it. Send it to the sun.
Let's go, Kev.
Congrats, Kev. What a show.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Good stuff, guys. We appreciate you guys tuning in right here on the Betting News Network. If this is your first time watching us, we go live every single day. Oh, yeah. Give us a follow. If you're watching us because of Chef, we appreciate you. We go live right here on the Betting News Network every day, breaking down sports and bets and having a good time throughout the entire process. We will be live again in the morning for 2 hours. Betspresso in the AM to give you all the college football and college basketball and NBA tomorrow. And then the Violence Report will be directly after us talking about UFC 322, which is going to be fun as per usual. And then
With
the three of
special
us.
guest fam.
And Fam is kicking it with us tomorrow, talking the violence on the Octagon tomorrow. And then on Sunday, if you like the NFL, come hang out with us. Gridiron Gang, 10:30 Eastern in the morning to get you ready to rock and roll into NFL Week 11. We go through every game, give you some fantasy advice, give you the moves, cook a touchdown parlay, and have some fun with the three of us. What's up, Allie? Appreciate you. Give us a follow if you haven't already. It's free to watch us on Twitch and on YouTube. We try to bring you guys the vibes every single day. Couldn't do this without you. And we hope you guys help you make some money and enjoy some sports. Boys, anything else before we do it?
No, let's have a day. Let's have a day.
Enjoy these cup games. They have come out of nowhere and become absolutely bangers. Some of my favorite games of the NBA slate for the last 3 years.
Yep.
It's going to be some fun tonight. I'll read off the parlay one more time. It is going to get posted on Twitter. So if you want to give us a follow over there, if you haven't already. Storm and Norm Powell from the Miami Heat, 22.5 points. Portland Trailblazers to cover the 8 points against the Rockets. Giannis Antetokounmpo over 32.5 points. Oh, we got a sub bank. We can go out on a bang. And then Stephon Castle over 12.5 rebounds and assists plus 10.55. And that's got us just feeling so and it's off into the weekend just like that.
Nice.
Just like that. and then you guys can go dance around like this with the drinks.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
You guys came for the winners, and you stay for the vibes. Have a fantastic Friday night. Have a kick-ass weekend. We'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy, chat.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the
Now I know y'all be loving this shit
What you
right
know
here.
about rolling, rolling, rolling,
What you gonna do?
rolling, rolling,
What you gonna do?
down in the rolling, rolling, rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about